What if I told you that 70% of buyers miss out on their dream home? It's not because that it wasn't available, but because they weren't prepared during the showing. Home showings are more than just a walkthrough of the house. They're where the biggest decisions happen, and the smallest mistakes can cost you big time. In this video, I'll share everything that you need to know about mastering the home showing process so you can spot red flags, focus on what matters, and walk away confident in your decision. So stick around, and this could save you from that buyer's remorse. What's up, everyone? My name is Jack Bouvier with the Bouvier Real Estate Group here at eXp Realty in Saskatoon. If you have any questions about anything or need some help, guidance, feel free to reach out to me. My contact details are below, and all my links to assist you with your real estate goals are there attached as well. So be happy to connect with you and help out however I can. So why do home showings even matter? Well, obviously you need to see the house before you buy it, but that's not that obvious because there's some investors out of province who do purchase homes without actually seeing them. The purpose of a showing is more than just seeing a house. It's about imagining your life in there. A showing is a snapshot of your future. It's how you feel during that showing often dictates the decision that you're going to be making. Mistakes that buyers most often make is by focusing on the aesthetics and ignoring the actual functionality of the house, getting caught up in the emotion rather than the logic, not preparing the right questions in advance. You want to make sure that the structure of the house, the bones, the roof, the furnace, the mechanical, the plumbing, the electrical are all in good working order. And then if they are, then look at the aesthetics and see if the layout, the orientation, the finishes of the house are all what you're looking for. Showings are the opportunity to see what the listing can't show via pictures or on the write-up. It allows you to feel the neighborhood, see what the neighbors are like, see what the neighboring homes are like, see what the flow of the home is from room to basement to upstairs, and the condition of those unseen areas that the pictures did not show. So what to expect during your home showing process? Well, you should have had a meeting with your real estate agent before you went to go look at houses so they know exactly what you're looking for, rather than just meeting with the listing agent or a random agent at the house. Make sure they know exactly what you're looking for. And if you are meeting up with that real estate agent at the first time, make sure that they're asking you the right questions and providing you with a thorough consultation so you feel confident that that real estate agent is there to serve you. However, the basics of the home showing process is that you're going to tour the home, you're going to get guided by your real estate agent, and you're expected to see every room, every nook and cranny of the house, the backyard, the common spaces. It typically takes about 20 to 30 minutes to look at the whole house and all of its functionality. Oftentimes what agents look for is a lot different from what buyers see. Agents focus on the condition of the home, the market value, is it truly worth that price, and the potential and the red flags. Whereas the buyer most often looks at the visual appeal, the layout, the emotional connection. Can they see themselves living in that home? So make sure that you understand both sides and try to see everything about the property. Some common questions and some good questions to ask during the home showing process. What are the average utility costs? How much is electricity, the gas, the heat? If it's a townhouse or an apartment, how much are those condo fees covering the utilities? Also, what are property taxes in this area? Every area of the city are going to be different, so make sure you know that. Also, has there been any recent repairs or renovations? Did they do the roof recently? Has there been any damages with the plumbing leaking or any old electrical that is a fire hazard and is going to be a difficult time to get insurance? You want to know what the age of these big ticket items like the furnace, like the air conditioner, the water heater, all the plumbing, the kitchen, and the roof and the structure of the house. You want to make sure that you know what all of those conditions of those big ticket items are in. So how do you make the most out of your showing? Well, first you should prepare before you arrive. You should make a checklist of your must-haves and your deal breakers, and you should have gone through that with your real estate agent before actually going to the house. Review once again the listing online and make any questions that you may have. Bring a measuring tape or a measuring stick or a laser, a flashlight for any of those smaller crawl spaces that don't have any lights, and take lots of pictures as well so you remember that property if you are going to be looking at lots of consecutive properties. Also, make sure you focus on what matters. Pay attention to that structural integrity of the house, like all the cracks in the wall, the uneven floors, or any any water stains, be curious and try to look through all the detail. Test the doors, the windows, the faucets, check functionality, flush those toilets, turn on the lights, evaluate the layout and whether it suits the dynamic and the overall flow of house that you're looking for. Also, don't get distracted by the staging. Lots of these new houses, they have fancy decorations and it looks pretty with the staging, which is a strategy that sellers agents use to make it feel more inviting to come into your house and picture yourself moving in there. But don't get distracted by that staging and still make sure you pay attention to the details and the finishes and the structure of the house. And lastly, make sure you take notes. Bring a notepad with you or even just your phone to have notes while you're walking through the property, so you remember when you go back home at night and you were looking at that property, say, oh yeah, this was there and this was there and this was wrong and etc. and etc. So you remember exactly the property and avoid confusion later. Some big red flags to watch out for during the home showing process are some unusual smell. Sometimes it could be mold or water damage or pest infestations. Make sure you look at all the visual damage, some cracks in the foundation or peeling paint or poorly maintained exterior. Also, make sure you catch those overwhelming staging scents. Sometimes if there's a lot of air fresheners in the house, that might mean that they're trying to cover up something. Maybe there's lots of smoke in the walls or the carpets or some cat piss on the carpets. You never know. So just be curious. Why do they have so many of those air fresheners in the house? Also, take note of the turnover in the area. And that means how many people are moving and moving out of the area. Because if there's multiple homes for sale on that street, this could mean that there's a sign of issues in the area. So some actionable tips for successful home showings. 1, be on time. Sellers may have adjusted their schedule just for you to make it able to actually come and see the house if they are currently living there. So being late just reduces your chance to view the home in that whole duration. Also, avoid distractions. Avoid bringing small children or anyone that might distract you from focusing on the home, because it is an important decision if that house is one that you're going to want to purchase. Also, ask your agent for guidance. Use their expertise to ask about the market trends, the potential offer strategies, the neighborhood, the overall condition of the home, as they should be advising for your best interests. Home showings are the bridge between looking at properties online and finding your dream home. So being prepared ahead of time, focusing on the right details and knowing what questions to ask will turn those 20 minutes into the most valuable time of your home buying journey. So if you want some expert guidance on your home buying journey or want expert guidance during your showings, I'm here to help however you'd like. Every day I help buyers just like you move into their first home, their upgraded dream home, whatever they call their perfect home. So feel free to reach out to me. All my contact details are below with all my links as well, and I'd be happy to connect with you and help you however I can.